Hi fam, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by, my name is Alicia and it's really nice to meet you. For my returning fam, I miss you guys all so much. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, we are in 2026. So how is everybody doing? Please drop a comment. So just go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You're never gonna forget it. And it's something that'll take you into 2026 and doing right for you. Okay, so this is going to be a collective reading for any astrology sign. I hope everybody has done or started out their year well. Excuse me, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. So I definitely will leave story time until the end of the video because I like to clean up all my cards. And when I'm doing that, it'll allow me to kind of share what I've been doing. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. I spent it with the people that I love. And so I'm truly grateful. All right, so let's just get into your reading. Spirit, what do you have for the collective? My back started hurting right before I came on. So somebody, that might be a message for somebody that they might be dealing with some back pain or discomfort. We've got the Seven of Pentacles that's came out. This is Taurus energy. Let me just lay down the energy, guys, and then we'll tap in. I am so excited to do this reading for you guys. I have been wanting to channel so bad. So yeah, I feel like with the Seven Pentacles, guys, you guys have been laying down roots. You really been planting the seeds, okay? And you know, here you are. Can you see this card? If not, come in closer. And you're just like, you're looking at your garden. You're looking at everything you've planted. And you're like, when? When, Spirit? Like, when, how, what, when's this gonna take place? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm feeling off of that. And then you have a Three of Pentacles. So this is a collaboration that's coming forth, collective. And universe has answered you. I just heard it's happening now. Even if you don't really see a lot of it in the physical, it's happening now, collective. That's what they just said. I'm going to have some channel messages, channel downloads too, that I have been working on towards the end of the reading. Yeah, you know, collective, this has felt slow moving. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, like snail pace. You know, but in that time, you know, you've learned so much, and it's a stable growth with the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a positive thing to see. And now, you know, because of your, I just heard them say like your steadfast energy, that you have, you know, reciprocal energy with the Six of Pentacles being given right now. It's like anything you need, you got it. I know how that feels. That's what's going on with me. Like, what? You're in need? Okay, here you go. Just, you know, you think it and then it just like, boop. You're like, what the? And it's like fast manifestations. You know what I mean? Like really fast right now. Yeah. What else, Spirit? Fast manifestations. Yeah. So this is one of the cards I saw on your shuffle when I was meditating on your energy before I sat down to do this reading. You have wish fulfillment, collective, coming. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. There's... Collective, if you wanted to know when, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles being the first card, like that waiting energy. Swiftly. It's coming in swiftly. It's coming in fast with this Knight of Swords. This represents Aquarius energy. Taylor? She's not up here anymore. Yeah, Aquarius energy. King of Swords. Ooh. Oh boy. This is somebody who is very stoic, very much a perfectionist, very much, you know, in their logic mind. This is the person, collective, that wants to collaborate with you. Tell me more, tell me more. So, you know, you have a Knight of Pentacles, somebody who was stepping forward with this offer, and it was very slow, and this person wants to collaborate with you, collective, and give reciprocal and give you your wish fulfillment. And this is somebody who is Taurus energy. This is somebody, or could have that in their chart. This is somebody who's a King of Pentacles. They're very grounded. They're very secure. You just feel so comfortable and warm in their energy. And this person, you know, and you, collective, have worked extremely hard for this collaboration, for this equal give and take with the Eight of Pentacles. And this is Virgo energy. Yeah. Spirit, what are you trying to say here with this Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles? What are you saying? So there's an offer that's going to be coming forward, collective. We have Taurus and Libra energy now showing up with the Empress. Ooh. I've been picking this up for a while. Pregnancy energy, so look out. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, collective, you know what to do. But this is something that you could be getting ready to birth, create, and it's going to bring you, you know, wish fulfillment. And first, it's going to come in the form of communication, collective, with the Eight of Wands here. So this is fire energy. So you're talking about, you know, Aries and Leo and Sagittarius with the Eight of Wands. Okay, let's get out some oracles. Collective. I always try to see, like, if it's going to be something other than love for my readings. I'm really connected to Greek goddesses, especially the goddess of Athena, so which represents love, but like I just seem to channel a lot of love, so it's kind of hard. But someone's new, it says, someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of. Yeah. This person can be muscular. They can have tattoos. They don't have to. It's just a card imagery. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. Okay, collective. So what I'm picking up off of this card, especially when I was doing your shuffle, I saw the first card that I saw was Seven of Cups when I split the deck, which means options. And not all the options are good for you. Seven of Cups represents the sign of Scorpio. There's somebody, you know, around you that definitely sees you more than friends. And you're just like, no. Not really feeling that. And that's okay. You know, just let them know. So the next oracle deck that came out is comfortability. Say that 3 times. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. You guys can really love coffee, like that can be your thing. I know I do. I love to wake up, grab my coffee, and go sit on my porch with the elements. That's like my favorite thing to do in the morning. You're really comfortable with them, and they're very comfortable with you. You don't have to do or be anything. So loving yourself came out. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. That's a message for somebody. This is very important because if you don't start to do the inner work and go inwards and really accept who that person is, and when you look at that person in the mirror, you know what I mean, like really look at yourself in the mirror. Like really look deep into those eyes in the mirror. What does it feel? How does it feel when you're looking at yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you happy with who you are? Are you at peace? If not, there's some work to do. Okay. And this is important because if you don't, you stay in this like loop of like repetitive same mistakes. And when you're ready to get off the merry-go-round, you will. You know what I mean? Going inwards is the most important thing to do because you always attract the same energy that you feel about yourself on the inside. So let's say you have some inner abandonment wounds. Let's say you have some insecurities about yourself. Let's say you have some unworthiness about yourself. You are going to attract in another partner that same energy. And why? Because they mirror that to you. And so that you can see it and learn from it. Not to stick with it, not to stay with it, not to punish yourself, not to try to make it work over and over again. It's to learn something about yourself. And then when you do, you upgrade to a higher frequency, to a higher state of consciousness. And then you start to call in your soul tribe. You start to call in your soulmate, your person. Secrets and lies. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting the connection. So there are some secrets and some lies here. I don't know where this can be coming from. Only you will know that, collective, or how to, to make that resonate in your story. But there could be somebody around you that's really not telling you everything and who lives a double life. No strings attached. It starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred. And there's an energy around you where, I don't know, I don't think it's very positive. We got secrets and lies, secrets and lies and no strings attached, which means like not wanting a commitment. I mean, if that's what you want, collective, that's okay. But for me, I would be holding out for somebody that I feel comfortable with and somebody new. Yeah, somebody you can live the dream with. Living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. That's what I would be holding out for. Yeah, I kept seeing this card as I was shuffling this particular oracle deck. It's called Possessiveness. It's on the bottom of the deck. Someone here is holding on to you tightly and is starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you or to claim you. So I don't know if that's the secret in lies, no strings attached. I don't know, or who this person is, collective, but I can never be with anybody possessive. We have what's the vibe? Sippin', rumors, gossip, nosy. A lot of that going on. Who cares? Not me. Is a possibility. Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. That's the vibe, collective. Daydreaming. Head in the clouds. Delusion, hopes, and dreams. There's somebody daydreaming about you, collective. That's what I heard. So today, good vibes now in the moment. Ooh, looks like the colors I'm wearing today. Look at my nails, it matches. What? Matches my shirt. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness. This is where I'm at. Nightlife, striptease, gambling, Vegas. Oh boy. There's somebody who likes to visit Vegas. They like to gamble. They like to mess with strippers. My daughter's texting me and she knows that I'm doing a reading. Like she wants me to give her an answer and I can't give her an answer because I'm doing a reading. It's a very interesting card. Let's leave that over here. There's a possibility. Rejected, left alone, self-inflicted isolation. This is all karmic energy, guys. Stay in your good vibes in the moment. Stuck, dead end, frozen, stagnant. Karmic's feeling this way. This isn't you. This isn't in your happiness. This isn't the person coming forward to you. This is karmic energy. They'll be okay. They'll find their way. Lust, greed by any means necessary and inconsiderate, like I told you. Waves, emotions, worry, fear. Okay, it's just not. We're going to put this deck up because vacay, get away, relax, have fun. We're going to manifest that. All right, let me take a little sip of my sparkling water. It's La Croix. How do you say it? La Croix? La Croix? Strawberry and peach. It's pretty good. Okay. I really have somewhere to go. I have to go get a massage. I'm going to get a massage. I get a monthly massage, so I've been running around. Tomorrow's going to be a day of cleaning. And I don't know why, but I just got a new phone and it's like telling me I have 58 minutes for this reading, which I'm not anywhere close to that, but I got a pop-up today and my storage is full and I'm like, how can that be for a new phone? So I'm obviously gonna need to figure that out. Okay, so me and my daughter went to go see Base Nectar for New Year's Eve. It was in St. Louis. I have been following him for years. I can't say that I've been to as many of his shows as a lot of his fans have. But I've been to a lot in my lifetime. When I was a single mom growing up, if it was a New Year's that I didn't have my kids because I would always swap with their dad. So if I wasn't going to a Base Nectar event, I was obviously doing something that particular New Year's. And then the next New Year's when I had my kids, I would just do something low key, like at home with them and still have fun, you know what I mean? But so it was funny because, you know, your kids like do things in life and say things in life, especially as teenagers, you know what I mean? And I know my son used to say things like as if I was doing something wrong by that, but I totally wasn't. Like I was in my right for doing something on the New Year's Eve that I wasn't with them. But they've always grown up listening to his music. I mean, I have always had it blasted, you know, no matter what, like their whole existence. So they turned into fans themselves. And so when I found out that he was going to be having a show, I asked my daughter in October, I said, hey, you know, you want to go and take like a little girls trip and go have a vacation for New Year's Eve and go see Base Nectar? And she's like, yeah. So he had his event. I'm wearing the shirt. It's called Love Here. I'm not going to get up. Sorry. Just don't want to. But anyways, I don't know. I've taken a lot of trips in my life. I've done a lot of road trips. So I'm really familiar with doing that with my kids. But like to buy plane tickets, hotel, it was a big thing for me. Anytime I've ever traveled, it's been like with my mom or like, you know. So I hadn't really done anything like that before. So it was like a first for us. And I had like a lot of pressure. And, you know, learning about St. Louis, there's a lot of things. But one of the things is it's not like there's a high crime rate there. You know, I'm a woman traveling with my daughter, you know what I mean? So it just kind of makes you kind of be very discerning and like, you know, mama bear kind of stance. But we had a very smooth traveling trip when we got there. As we're driving around town, we're seeing so many things that said Aspen. ASPEN. And for me, that was a message because my family, my grandparents used to have a home in Aspen, Colorado. And so as a child, I had spent many summers, springs, winters getting to visit there. It's held so many wonderful childhood memories for me. I am so fortunate to have experienced so many wonderful things, you know, because of my grandparents. And it's funny because like usually when I see patterns, I'm the one going like WTF in my head. But this particular time, being with my very intuitive daughter, she was like, Mom, we're seeing a lot of messages about Aspen. And I was like, I know. I was like, I wasn't going to say anything because like, you know, that's my rabbit hole kind of mind. Like, you know, just stay there in my world, you know, and like, I just try not to, I guess, speak of everything that I kind of find patterns in. But anyways, we get to the first night of the event and we're ready, you know, for Lauren to come on. Like we have like the best spot, like right in the middle, you know, pretty up front, but not really that night. We weren't like majorly up front. We were kind of like in the middle. And there was this group of friends and they kind of like bum rushed. Like this is when the person that came on before him ended and then he was getting ready to come on. So before he came on, there was like this space, you know, of like time where everybody's like talking, having a good time in the crowd. And there was these people that like bum rushed through us and just went right between me and my daughter and then just planted themselves right in front of us, you know? And so me and my daughter both at the same time look back at the same time. And there was this guy, he's pretty tall, you know what I mean? Not like, I know his name, I'm not gonna say it because this is YouTube and I'm just not gonna do that. But he wasn't like directly behind us, but like there was this space behind us and then he was like right there. And so when we looked at him, he came forward and he just started talking to us. I mean, just letting us know exactly where he was, how he felt, like, and it was just so funny because me and my daughter are talking like we're very empathic, and so people just like come up and tell their whole lives to us. But he goes, you know, I just have to vent with you guys. And we're just sitting there and we're smiling and we're, you know, just like we just have this unbelievable like geeked out smile. Like we were just so fucking happy because we're getting ready to see Base Nectar like any second, you know. And he's like, oh, he's like, my friends, he was like, I just need to vent about it because like I don't understand, like they really just don't understand like what I just went through. Like I just drove through a snow blizzard to get here. And like they don't understand that I just want to be right now. I just want to be. I don't want to like be running around everywhere. Like I just want to be. And we looked at him at the same time. We were like, oh, where'd you come from? And he goes, Aspen, Colorado. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on now. Come on now. And me and my daughter looked at each other and we were like, and she's like, Mom. And I'm like, and she kept doing that, by the way, like 3 nights. Like I said, Taylor, just try when we're in the venue not to call me Mom. Like, you know, like Alicia, you know. No. There's like so many videos that I have of her going, Mom, no, he didn't. What? Oh my God. And I'm like, okay. So, but yeah, this guy, we went into talking to him and everything, and he goes, ugh. He's like, your guy's smile is just like making me want to smile. And like, I just want to be upset right now. And you're just like, ugh, like I just can't take it. And so, yeah, there's something about your smile collective and about Aspen. So that was coming through. Funny thing is, we didn't see him the other 2 nights. And then on the 3rd night, which was New Year's Eve, we were coming down from VIP because I had bought VIP that night. We didn't really stay up there. So like it was a waste of money for me because my daughter wanted to be on the floor, like as close as she could to Base Nectar. So she didn't want to be that far away. So I just honestly wasted money, but that's okay. We came down from VIP and the guy that we had met the first night had a huge fucking smile on his face. And he was right at the front in the rail. And we saw him and it was just like a full circle moment. And we're like, hey, Smiley, you know what I mean? Like, it was great. I'm just so grateful because as a feminine, I never let my daughter know, but I was really nervous to like get us to the venue there and back in a town that I didn't know, you know, late at night, early in the morning. Like we weren't even getting out of there until like 3 something in the morning. It was just like crazy. And I was just really grateful because the first night we linked up with some friends that I had met last year, and they were friends of my brother and Trina's, my brother and my sister-in-law. And my brother, this was the first year that my brother wasn't going to be going to an event. And that is very strange for me because I am so used to being at a Nectar event with my brother and my sister-in-law. We have been to every single one together. So this was the only one that we went to that we were not with them. And that was hard for me because my brother is a really, really tall, big guy. And he is very much the protector in our family. I'm the oldest. He's my middle brother. So we're about 4 years difference. And he just makes me feel so protected anywhere we go. He loves to be the one who drives. It's just like, so you guys can understand, like this trip was just like big for me. I was really like out of my element, and for being empathic, like I had to put my big girl pants on and just do that shit. You know what I mean? And I did, but we ended up bumping into some friends and we linked up for them, you know, the whole time. And there was about 3 guys, a part of the group, one in particular, and I'm not going to mention his name. But I'm just so grateful for him because he did not take his eyes off my daughter, meaning he was very protective. There was a lot of people in the crowd that were just very like rough. Like one in particular, the very last night for New Year's Eve, there was somebody that just not mentally well. He wasn't very mentally well. And we could all see that. And, you know, he was having a good time and I felt so bad. But at the same time, like he was really making it like not fun for all of us because he kept like bumping into us, but like aggressively with his hands and like almost punching us, like us females, like as women. It wasn't just like with men. It was like and he seemed like he might be like a little schizophrenic, honestly. And it was pretty scary. And I mean, the guys in our group were so amazing because they were just making sure that this guy was staying calm and like staying away from us. But then finally, somebody called in the security to get him out. And I don't know who made that call, but I'm truly grateful because then I was able to relax and have a good rest of the night with watching the show because he was pretty aggressive. But yeah, this one particular guy, he did not take his eye off my daughter or myself. It just, as a feminine, it felt so nice just to like relax and feel safe and feel like we were taken care of, like anything we needed, like a drink, you know, like we had it, you know what I mean? And so it was just like really great to kind of have that with the group. But yeah, okay, so a few days ago, I got a song download, which is Fergalicious. I don't know if you guys know that, but please look up the lyrics. I will try and link the songs that I heard in the description box below, but it features Will I Am, and I just kept hearing, I'm sorry, this was like a few days ago, so I'm trying to see if they'll bring it back to me, because right now they're just saying Fergalicious dip. Fergalicious da, Fergalicious da, 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 da. But that wasn't the part that they had brought through. I'm in the gym, working on my fitness. He's my witness. Anyways, that might mean something to somebody. Like somebody likes to work out in the gym. I don't know. Yeah, heard I've been working on my fitness. He's my witness. I wrote it down. Because I know my brain. Do you guys know that movie Fools Rush In? Well, that might be relating to this story, this new that's coming in, because there is somebody that wants to just let it all go and just rush in with you, collective. That person's name might be Matthew. That might relate to you. The download that I was getting from that movie Fools Rush In was, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. I don't know if you guys remember the scene where Salma Hayek, his name from Friends, Matthew Perry, I think his name was. God rest his soul. Her brothers have brought him back from like a little bros day or whatever, and he got around all these rattlesnakes and ended up they killed all the rattlesnakes at one time that were surrounding him, but when he did that, he jumped into a cactus. So he literally had cactus things all in him. And so that's why they gave him like tequila, which that might mean something to your journey too. But they were like, Lucy, you got something explaining to do. I kept hearing the other day, I think it was Friday or maybe Thursday. No, it was Thursday. Wide Awake by Katy Perry. Again, I will try to find these songs and link them in the description box of the video. Another song that I was getting as far as a download was You Move, I Move by John Legend. I hear a lot of John Legend downloads. I don't know why. I don't particularly listen to him, but now of course he comes up in my songs, because when I get these downloads, I'll look them up and then my music app will remember it, and then they'll keep sending it to me. She's letting me know that it's 6:30. Thank you. Because I have somewhere to go. I have to go get a massage. There's something about a volcano. Either there is somebody erupting for you, collective, getting ready to erupt. But yeah. And there's a lot of serendipitous energy. I am going to watch the movie tonight with my daughter if she wants to. It's called Serendipity. Just love that movie. Like, for instance, for New Year's Eve, we got to meet Lauren. Me and my daughter. It was so serendipitous. Like, the whole thing. After each event, I would look over my daughter. I'd be like, are you good? Do you want to stay? Do you want to stay for the after party? Do you want to go? Because, you know, like, my daughter's 21. I'm 47. Like, I've been there, done that, done all the partying. You know what I mean? And she's very empathic, so she takes on a lot of energy. So she can only be in a certain amount of spaces like that for a certain amount of time before she wants to get the fuck out of there, you know? So she's like, no, Mom, let's go get some bites and go back to our hotel. I'm like, okay. This particular night, I kept asking her, and she just was like, she heard me, but she wasn't doing anything. Like, she wasn't like giving me an answer. And then all of a sudden she hits my arm and she goes, Mom, Lauren's right there. And I was like, okay. So we got to meet him, and that was really awesome. We had a really beautiful intimate moment that we all shared together, and it was beautiful, and I just felt so grateful that, you know, that she was there, and that, you know, her first event, she got to meet him. I mean, it was just like I said, very serendipitous. Another song that was coming through as I was meditating on your energy was I Wasn't Made to Fall in Line. So I really feel like collective, or your person that is connected to you, is just not, you're not a person to fall in line. And I think your whole childhood, people were, you know, this could be your parents, it could be a father, it could be an overbearing father, you know what I mean? That was just like, you're gonna do what I want you to freaking do, and that's it, and you don't have any say over it, and just very like demanding, and just, so now at this time in your life, you have a voice, and you're standing up, not only for yourself, but for others, and you're not somebody to fall in line. Again, some of the cards that I saw when I was shuffling was the Seven of Cups, which means you have many options and offers coming forward to you, collective. As you can see here, the first energy that we pulled was somebody new, was this King of Swords energy that's coming in swiftly, which is an Aquarius. You know, an offer coming forward, which, I'm sorry, wish fulfillment, which is the Nine of Cups. And then an offer coming forward with the Ace of Pentacles, and that's an offer from the universe because you're deserving of it, you know. So yeah, I love you guys all so much. I am gonna figure out why the hell my phone is doing this, because my phone should not be so full when I just got it. And even all the videos that I took at the event, they were not that long, so I really don't want to get rid of those. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna have to like buy more storage or something, and that's so annoying. To have to like purchase extra storing. I don't even know how it works, to be honest with you. I'm not a very IT person, so I'm a people person. I'm good with people. I'm not good with technology. I'm gonna get going. I have it's my self-love day, and I'm also trying to lightly clean some stuff up today. Let's go ahead and pull some Biff. Huh? That's from Back to the Future, isn't it? Biff? What the hell? What the hell? Biff. That's crazy. Let's pull a bitch affirmation, and then I'm going to close this reading. So excited for my hour-and-a-half massage. I am recording this on Saturday, January 10th, but I am doing it different now, where I'm going to upload my video 24 hours after recording it. It is for a reason. So that's how I'm going to do it now. So that gives me time to get something done that I need to get done on my studio, and then to edit this video and put it up. And then tomorrow, I'd like to get back on and do another reading, but that won't post until Monday. So that's how it's going to work. I hope you guys are doing well. I really am. This New Year's for me was the first one that I didn't cry, that I wasn't purging, that I wasn't going through a transformation or a rebirth. Like, I am so feeling amazing and at peace. Unfortunately, my daughter had the flu this week. It started on Monday, so this is the first day that she feels better. Of course, on her first day of feeling better, she got up and cleaned everything. I'm like, you need to step back into life. But she was like, she took a shower. She did all the things you do to make yourself feel better after being sick. And of course, she wanted to wash her sheets and clean her bathroom. I'm like, baby, you need to rest. You need to rest. So we're gonna, when I come back from my massage, we're gonna have like a movie night and just chill. She's making me dinner, which I think is really sweet. She's making a salad, she said, like a wonderful salad, which is good for I'm gonna be skinny this year. Okay, so listen, bitch, imagine how good it feels when you're done. Keep going. Don't ever give up, collective. I don't care what comes at you. If it comes at you, it means you're really supposed to have it. And somebody really doesn't want you to, so keep going. Don't give up. I love you guys all so much. God, I love you all so much. All right? Until we meet again. Love you. Bye.